On page 34. That page number does not show up there. It is up there, but it's not. So page 34. Maybe. Let's see. Okay. So we've got here that a checking account is set up with an initial balance of $4,800 and $300 is removed from the account each month for rent. No other transactions. This is a rent-only account. How many months will it take for the balance to reach $1,500? Whoever's got music on, turn it off, please. I can hear it up here. So we're going to write this and solve it. First things first, our very first thing we need to figure out every single time is what the heck are we looking for? This is question number 2 on that page. So it's the middle one. Yeah, we're looking for the number of months. So we need to pick a variable for months. M. Love it. Logical, easy to understand. You can use X, you can use Y, you can use Z, you can use happy face, you can use heart, you can use question mark. I don't care. I don't care. It's a variable. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Then we're going to work on building this equation because we need to build an equation before we can solve it. So, what do we think we might see? What pieces do we have? 4,800 is definitely a piece. What else do we know? Why are we going to be subtracting 300? Because we're taking it out. And I was with you 100%. 300 times my M. Because we're going to take 300 out every month. Every month. If it's 1 month, they take 300 out. If it's 2 months, they take 600 out. If it's 3 months, they take 900 out. Every month, they take more money out. What else do we need up here? We want to know when it equals what? Yeah, the 1,500. That's the goal. There's the equation in there. So let's solve it. What do we need to do to solve it? Subtract the 4,800 from both sides. That's going to leave us with minus 300m equals what? $3,300? Sweet. So what is m? How do we get m by itself? Divide both sides, right? By that negative 300. So what does our m equal? It's like not 300. Our m equals 11. 3,300 divided by 300. So what does that mean? 11 what? 11 months. Until they reach 1,500. So it's 11 months. There we go. There's an S. I can fit it in. So it's going to be a lot of finding pieces and structuring them to try and find equations. Okay, we found a few pieces. Let's look at number 1. So never mind, that's 3. Where's number 1? There we go. Number 1. Damn it. We've got 3 girls downloaded a total of 36 songs onto their iPods. Yes, dated reference. It's okay. Just vibe with it. Jane downloaded twice as many as Inez. And since Tracy wanted to have the most, she downloaded 1 more than Jane did because Tracy's a little extra. Oh my God. So we're trying to figure out how many songs they downloaded. And yes, back in the day, we did download just 36 songs and have to divide it amongst our friends because they took an hour and a half to download a song. Not video, not a music video, not a movie, song. So we'll get some 90s references going on here, or early 2000s. 90s really. Okay. So we have a lot of different pieces in this one. There's a reason I didn't want to do it first. What pieces do we have? There's 36 total songs. Yeah, so our 36 total songs. We know since it's a total, we're going to have something that equals 36. What totals up to be 36? Not numbers in the story. All 3 girls, right? So Jane's songs combined with Tracy's songs combined with Inez's songs. Inez's? Is that how we say it? Yeah, Inez's. If I combine the number of songs they downloaded, we get 36 songs. What else do we see up here? Jane downloaded twice as many as Inez. How can I write that mathily? Two times what? We could use X, or since I've already put it here, 2 times Inez, right? Twice Inez. So Jane downloaded twice as many as Inez. So whatever Inez had, if we times that by 2, we get however many Jane has. What else we got? 1 more than Jane. Tracy wanted the most, so she downloaded 1 more than Jane did. So Tracy got whatever Jane had plus 1 because she's a little bit of a brat. Gives off real strong little sister vibes. As a little sister, I say that. I am the youngest sister. And 100% I would have done that to my sister. 100%. That gives strong little sister energy. As a youngest, I feel like I can make that claim. Okay. So from here, what can we do? Not 36 divided by 3. I like the vibe, but that would give us if they each had the exact same amount. But they don't have the exact same amount. They each have different numbers of songs. Say it again. I see where we're going. I see what you're thinking there, okay? So we've noticed here that I've got a J in this equation and a J in this equation. So the thought was I could take the fact that J is the same thing as 2I. Twice Inez is the same thing as Jane. Jane is the same thing as twice as Inez. They mean the same thing. And we can throw styluses. So we could use a substitution, pulling up an Algebra 2 skill, to substitute in the fact that 2I equals J to get T in terms of I. That's had way too many variables in there. I could switch this equation. It's going to mean the exact same thing to be T equals 2I plus 1. Same thing. It's going to give us a little more space. If I can get t in terms of I, and I can get j in terms of I can use this guy to figure out all three of them. So I know that j is the same thing as 2i. So I can replace this j with 2i plus t. T, we said, is the same thing as 2i plus 1, right? So I'm going to replace the t with 2i plus 1. Then we have from the original equation still, that was t plus I equals 36. Does everybody see where we got all of those pieces for? It's pulling that substitution from algebra 2 and kicking it into high gear. Yes, dear?
Why did you put the I again?
So this I is this I from our original equation. So I put this in place of the j, was 2i. 2i plus 1 is in place of the t. And then we still have this I in the original equation up here, equals to 36. Okay? So let's keep going with this. What can I do now? Combine like terms. I've got 2i plus 2i plus I, which gives us how many i's? 5i plus 1 equals 36. What can I do? Not add 1. Subtract 1. 5i equals 35. How do I get I by itself? Divide by 5. And we get I equals 7. Whew, surely we're done, right? Did I answer my question? No. I need to know how many songs each girl downloaded. What do I know? I know that Inez downloaded 7. From there, can I find out everybody else's with like minimal effort? Because if Inez downloaded 7, how many did Jane download? 14, because Jane was twice Inez. I'll write Inez out because we'll give her full proper thing. And then how about Tracy? 15. We can do that by substituting these back into our equations, or go back to the story and remembering that Tracy was being a little bratty little sister, and we're getting one more than Jane. You got one more. It's 100% the vibe Tracy's giving off. 100%.
So,
Yes.
how did you do this twice? And then where did this come from?
So the Jane was twice. 2i equals j. Tracy is Jane plus 1, or 2 times Inez plus 1. Okay. These kinds of questions, especially when there's like 3 people all doing a thing, are going to show up over and over again. Okay? So we're going to practice these kinds of problems a bunch of times. Let's look at number 3. Oh, look, we have another question about 3 people. I want you to try and write these equations first. I want you to try. We will come back together in like 5 minutes. So take until 2 o'clock. Okay? Try and write these equations. See how far you can get. Okay? Try. All right, let's go through this one. What are we thinking? What do we have? Okay, when I say try things, it means write stuff down. Is all equal to 39. Yep. If we add together Justin, Peyton, and Matt, the total comes to 39. So we can do Justin plus Peyton plus Matt equals 39. What else we got?
You got
Say it louder. Matt is 4 times as old as Peyton, so how can I write that as a mathy thing? Mm-hmm. 4 times Peyton, that gives us 4p. And this says Matt is. Is one of those keywords that means that's going to be your equal sign. Is M. Or M equals 4p. Same dealio.
Peyton is 3 years younger than Justin.
Peyton is 3 years younger than Justin. How could we put that? Is it p minus 3 equals Justin?
Yeah.
Or is it Justin minus 3 equals Peyton? If Peyton is 3 years younger. Justin minus 3. Is that outside the window or is that somebody's headphones? I think it's the window. Justin minus 3 equals Peyton. So sometimes we got to think it through. That would be, they dismiss the buses. There's usually one friend that comes and bounces past my window like a rabbit. Yeah, there he goes. He goes bouncing through the grass. He's very happy. All right. So we've got a lot of pieces here. When we're trying to put this all together, we have a few different ways you can approach it. What's your instinct? Again, that will become one of those questions that starts to bug you because I ask it all the time. Mm-hmm. I see the vibe on there. So we're working on starting to get stuff substituted in, right? I know that M equals 4 P's, right? So we can do that substitution. If we have J plus P plus 4P equals 39. We could take all the P's and switch them out for J's. Could I rearrange this so that I don't have to substitute P twice? Could I rearrange this to be a J equals?
Yeah, you can do J equals P minus 3.
Careful. What do we do to get the 3 to move?
I have to
Add it. Add 3 to both sides, right? So this is the same thing as P plus 3 equals J. If we do that, then I can substitute that in place of this P, and we'll find out all the P's at the once. If you want to do it and take the J minus 3 into this P and the J minus 3 into this P, that's okay. Just remember you got to distribute. But if we do it this way, then I can switch this J to be P plus 3, and then we still have the plus P plus that 4P equals 39. Do we see where all those pieces come from? P plus 3, P, and 4P?
No.
Lots of things. Sketch it out so we can see all the equations. The story's on your paper. So here's all of our equations. We did a lot of work to get that kind of a range like that. Lots of pieces. What can we do next? Combine our like terms. I've got P and 4P. How many P's is that altogether?
8.
We got P, and 4 P's. 6. 6 P's plus 3 equals 39. Then what? Subtract 3 from both sides. Get P by itself. So we have 6P equals 36. So what does P equal? 6. Whew, that was a lot of work, right? We're done. Totally answered all my questions. Right? Make sure you answer the questions being asked. What does P equals 6 mean? Yeah, Peyton's 6, right? Peyton is 6. It is 6. So that means, how old's Justin?
9.
Justin is 9. Think of it this way. P plus 3 equals Justin, or Peyton equals Justin minus 3. Remember, Justin is 3 years older. Peyton is 3 years younger than Justin. How about Matt? Matt is 4 times Peyton. There's 2 T's in Matt. Yeah. Matt is 24. Okay, 4 times 6. So when it says to make sure you answer all the questions, make sure you answer the question being asked. If all we cared about was how old is Peyton, we wouldn't have needed to keep going. If all it was is how old is Peyton, we got it here at 6. But the question is, how old are they all? So make sure you answer the questions asked. What's up?
How did you get 9 and 24?
Because Justin is Peyton plus 3, or Peyton is Justin minus 3. Either way you think about it. Peyton is 3 years younger than Justin. Because that was the very first sentence is Peyton is 3 years younger than Justin. So we took Peyton's age and we added 3 to get Justin.
And then the rest was Matt.
And the rest was Matt. Matt was 4 times Peyton's age. So we took Peyton's age of 6 times 4. And that gave us the 24. So I'm betting Matt's babysitting. Or maybe Matt's dad. Matt's probably babysitting. Because he had a 9-year-old. We're going to hope Matt's babysitting. Matt's babysitting. Okay, not saying it's impossible, but let's just hope. Okay? That's all for today. I don't know why I decided that I don't get to have pictures there. So 2.1 is the first homework of the chapter. I believe there are 4 for Unit 2. 3 or 4. 3 or 4 homeworks. And our chapter test is September the 22nd. Which is technically the last chapter test of the year. There is it's all on Canvas. So the homeworks are all on the Canvas page. So once you get do they have you in the Canvas page yet? Okay, I can show you where that is if you get your Chromebook back out. But that's it. And I will check the dates. I might not have gotten it. It's the due dates are a suggestion. So until we get logged in, I gotta check the date real quick because I'm saying you can't see it. Let me pull it up real fast. That would be why. I changed the assignment. The title is different. All right, 2.1 is called Does It Match? The equation. It should be there. It might not be in the daily page, but it is in the module. talk more about the stuff in this one. I'll put the link in the page. There we go.
Miss B.
So,
Questions?
you can use it. All right, guys, you get sweet. That's fine. With the side menus. So in here. So if you click on unit 2, and I will get into campus schedule, so I'll do one we have to do on next. So in here, each of the days, and it gives a little thing about what we're doing. This is the first thing, right? And so it'll have multiple choice or typing questions in there, that's all on campus. That's the homework, that's the first homework is the check. And just do that once. It's a little ways down. Down there. So it's the same homework for like the next couple of days. Yes, ma'am.
This is the first time we're doing this.
So it should, if you scroll down, it should have start buttons. You hit next, maybe? Okay. I don't know what it's doing, because it should be letting you in.
It was like that for my last class, but even though
It could be that it's just still trying to get you logged into the system there. I'll make sure that I get it on my end and try to force it through to let you in, but it could be just that Canvas is still trying to get you figured out. Okay?
So it'll be multiple questions.
Some of them are multiple choice, some of them are fill in the blanks, some of them are type it in the box.
Alright. Is it what we went over today, Thursday, or?
Kind of. It's gonna be, this will be the same homework assignment for the next like 3 or 4 days. Like, it's not super long, but we'll talk about it in the next 2 days. And y'all have 10 minutes till the end of the day. I swear I had enough. What's up?
Did we do
Retakes, you have to have all the homework in, you have to do the review, you have to come in and do corrections first, and then schedule a time to do the retake.
Okay.
Okay?